Okay, now to the fun part. I'm actually going to start filling out this lovely room that we've drawn with some cabinets. Okay, now what I think I'll do, I'm just going to delete this window. Just give me a nice area to put some tall cabinets in. If it was only that easy in real life. Right, so if I double click on that and just delete it, no, maybe not. I think I have to change the view. Yeah. So once I have that highlighted, just press delete. Grand. Okay. Now I'm going to go top down again. Top down. Right. 2500 ceiling. Okay. I'm going to change that to 2450. Just be easier for some of the cabinets here. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to get rid of that. Okay. To add a model, right click here, add. I have this one here, so look, I am going to put in a appliance fridge right, grand. Just type in what you need, it pops up. I'll put that in there. I'm going to rotate that by -90. Yeah, I got it right. I'm going to latch that on there. Now, I want to actually move that to put an infill in. Right, so if you come back into the move selection, right, I'm going to move it up 50. Grand job. And now I'm going to add an IF, which is an infill, 22, and then right. So it goes to the right hand side of the cabinet. Right, so bring that in there. Rotate selection, -90. Grand job. Now I'm going to 180. I'm going to do a 150 kick. So this Z position here, I'm just going to show you in 3D here. The stuff came in by standard as being like 0 to the floor. Okay. So I just moved it up. Now you can make it, 110. You can make it 300. You can make it whatever you like. But generally speaking, I put it in like that. Okay. Now, there's also, which is a very powerful thing, a default elevation. Right? If I set that to 150, everything that I bring in from now on will actually come in at 150, which is good because I'm going to stick a couple of cabinets in here. So I might as well. Now, just got to get the height of my infill correctly. So that's 2180 plus 150. So 2180 plus 150. That's 2330. So I'm just going to click on my infill. Change the height of it to 2330. Grand job. Just go back to 3D view and just have a quick look at it. Looks good to me. That's great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick a Le Mans cabinet here in the corner. Add BCLM 50 left. I think I got the wrong one actually. I did get the wrong one. The door's on the wrong side. BCLM 50 right hung door, not right Le Mans. Just for anyone who's wondering. Okay. So I'm just going to highlight the other one, delete it. Yeah, now if I go back into 3D, you'll see that it came in 150 mil off the ground for me, so that's great. Now, this has to be moved over a little bit to the point. I'm not sure just yet. So, right here, doesn't have to be exact, but I'm going to stick in a tall pantry cabinet. So, T2, alright, 2 being the height. 2 works perfectly with a 2450 ceiling. In its standard height, you can't stretch them up and down, but just for this video, I have the walls set at the perfect height for these. T2, I'm going to have a right door, T2R, and sure, what will I stick in? I will stick in the one with the 5 drawers in it, sure. Yeah, that's that now. Rotate selection, -90. Look at this now as well. If I pick this point here for it to rotate on, it'll actually rotate into place because I had it latched down there, which is great. So what do I have left here? Horizontal measure 560. Yeah, nice little 500 base cabinet in there, and I'm going to do an on worktop bifold, or maybe an on worktop door cabinet, something like that anyway. So add so base, I'm going to go a left BL, 1 shelf. Okay, so I'll bring that in there like that. Rotate selection, pick this corner. I'm going to go -90 degrees and bang in there, just like that. Coolio. Now add. Now what I'll do, because this infill is 50 and the distance between here is 60, I'm actually going to increase this infill. I'm going to make it 55. Right, now it's growing the wrong way, so if I go move selection, I'm going to move it up 5 mil in the Y, bang on. Now I'm just going to grab these cabinets one by one, just push them down a little bit. Lovely stuff. Now I have 55 left here. Perfect. Right, so I'm going to go IF infill 22 left. Lovely stuff. Knock that there. I'm going to go rotate selection from there, minus 90. And I'm just going to change the width to 550. Oh, grew the wrong way, of course. Now, there we go. Let's go back into 3D view. As you can see, my infill is a bit high. It assumes it goes to the floor. In this instance, I will have the kicker running through. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change the height of this infill to 720. And we'll go back in and just have a quick look. Looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. Coolio. Right, so I'm going to go and stick in a bin cabinet. So base, waste, I'm going to stick in the big one, 60. I'll stick that in there. And I'm going to go base sink, BSLR, so base sink left right with one shelf. I'm going to whack that in there now. It's not exactly centered in the window, but you know what now? I will make it 1200 wide for the crack. And that's kind of close enough. Doesn't matter, this is only a demonstration. Right, beside that then, I'm going to add a base dishwasher. Lovely stuff. And then for the last run of it, let's see what we have here. 1400. 1400. Let me see now. I'm going to add in, I'll just add in a B53, which is a drawer cabinet. I'll get that in there. 700 is a bit skimpy. And you get two, wouldn't I? So that's there. Now I'm gonna. Now one thing to note: never bring in a second one to the point that you see quantity of two. Problem being is that when this exports out, the way the post processor is set up, it will only bring in one of these, which is a nightmare. But also, if you have two in here, a double nightmare. If you change the size of one, it asks you to you know, change the size of the two. I mean, that's just a nightmare, right? So I'm just going to undo that. I'm going to delete this second one. Right, we're back to one. What I'm going to do in here is I'm going to right click and duplicate it. It'll give me a second one, which is much better. And what I'm going to do with this sink cabinet, I'm going to just I'm going to make it 50 mil less. Right, what I can do now is I can highlight every one of them, drag them over a bit. Lovely stuff. Right, and also I'll just stick the infill in there as well. Right, I'm going to highlight that one. I'm going to control C and V, which will copy and paste it. I can throw that in there. It's about 65, give or take. 68 maybe. Ah, actually, I understand why now. The corner down here I haven't looked at. Right, so I'm just going to move this down until I get it at bang on here. Right, so I'm going to change this to a 0. Now, I'm absolutely bang on. So I want to move this, what do we got here? We got 55. We'll be really exact about it. I'm going to move this over 55 mil, right? So I'm going to right click, move X minus 55, get rid of the 0. Perfect. Now I'll latch everything onto it. Does that nearly make this 1100 again, or 1200 again? With, I'm going to try 60, no, 55 maybe. This is all working out, 55, that's great. Yeah, very good.